Welcome to the Life Lesson YouTube channel, where we share stories, ideas, and wisdom to inspire your journey. Sit back, relax, and let's begin today's episode.
Okay, so today we're doing a deep dive into Morgan Housel's book, The Psychology of Money.
Mm,
Our mission here is really to unpack how our behavior, our human side, impacts financial success, maybe even more than smarts or formulas. And the book, it really kicks off with this incredible contrast.
Oh, it really does. It sets the stage perfectly.
Yeah.
You've got this brilliant tech executive, right? A Wi-Fi pioneer, made a fortune,
Yeah.
and then just squandered it. I mean, throwing gold coins into the ocean ends up broke.
Wild. And then on the other
And then
side,
you have Ronald Reed, a janitor, super humble background, but through just like simple saving, consistency, and incredible patience, quietly ends up with over $8 million.
8 million, it's quite the story, isn't it?
Absolutely. And that difference really gets to the heart of the book's main point.
Which is that doing well with money, it's much more about how you act than just how smart you are on paper.
Exactly. It's behavior over brains, often.
So let's dig into that first idea then, this unique money worldview everyone has.
Yeah, this is crucial. Housel argues our view of money is super personal. It's shaped by, our upbringing, the economy when we were young, the market's performance, all that stuff.
Right. So what seems totally crazy to one person,
Like, say, someone on a low income buying lottery tickets. From the outside, you might think, why? But from their reality, where maybe saving feels completely out of reach, that ticket, it's like a tangible piece of hope, a small price for a dream,
that makes sense. It's about their context. And he also points out how new a lot of this financial stuff actually is, right?
Totally. Things like the 401k,
Mm.
historically speaking, very, very new. We haven't been doing this for generations.
So we're all kind of newbies,
Yeah,
still figuring it out.
pretty much. We're all learning this game as we go, which explains maybe some of the common mistakes people make.
Okay. And that leads kind of naturally into this other big trap he discusses,
Uh-huh.
the never enough problem.
Ah, yes. The dangerous pursuit of more. He uses that great anecdote about Joseph Heller, the author. Yeah, at a party, someone points out a hedge fund billionaire made more money in a single day than Heller made from Catch-22 ever. And Heller's response, yes, but I have something he will never have.
Which was,
Enough. Just knowing when you have enough. That billionaire, like many, just kept chasing more.
we see scary examples of that playing out, like Rajat Gupta, huge CEO, millions,
Yeah,
throws it away with insider trading.
right? Or Bernie Madoff, already successful, legitimate business. But risks it all, destroys lives for what? Even more money he didn't need. It's pathological.
It really shows the danger of just letting ambition run wild, unchecked.
Exactly. And the book stresses these non-monetary things, your reputation, your freedom, family, happiness. Those are the real assets.
They're priceless, really, and never worth risking for just another dollar you don't actually need. Knowing your enough point, that's maybe the most valuable financial skill.
Well said. So if just chasing more is dangerous, how do you build wealth sustainably?
Well, Housel points to compounding, but specifically the secret ingredient.
Which isn't just high returns.
No, the longevity, resilience, staying in the game. Look at Warren Buffett.
The classic example.
Right. Something like, what, $81.5 billion of his $84.5 billion fortune was earned after he turned 65.
Wow. So the vast majority came late.
Exactly.
Yeah.
His superpower wasn't necessarily genius stock picks every single time. It was consistency. Investing steadily year after year, decade after decade, just staying invested.
That's a huge lesson. Patience is key. It's
Yeah.
the opposite of someone like Jesse Livermore. Brilliant trader, made fortunes.
But lost it all multiple times.
Yeah, because he was always in a hurry. Took massive, overconfident risks, didn't survive the downswings.
So the takeaway is survival is paramount.
Mhm.
You need room for error built into your financial life.
Mm-hmm. And he mentions having a barbelled personality, which sounds odd, but
Yeah. Explain that.
it's being optimistic about the long term, believing things will generally work out, but being paranoid about the short term, expecting setbacks, being ready for things to go wrong unexpectedly.
So you can endure those inevitable market crashes or life emergencies. That makes a lot of sense. Be prepared for bumps. Stay focused on the long horizon.
Precisely. And that ties into another really interesting idea. Embracing imperfection. The tails you win concept.
Right. This idea that most big wins, whether in business or investing, come from just a few sort of extreme outlier events, these tail events.
Yeah, most things you try might not work out spectacularly. or might even fail. And that's okay. It's normal, actually.
He uses the example of that art collector, Heinz Berggruen.
Oh, yeah, amazing story. Made a fortune, but it came from maybe less than 1% of the pieces he bought. Just a few Picassos and Matisses basically paid for everything else, and then some.
And it's similar in the stock market, right? A small number of companies drive most of the overall market return.
Exactly. So the goal isn't to be right all the time. That's impossible. It's accepting you'll be wrong often.
But making sure the wins you do get really count and that the losses don't wipe you out. Maximize the upside of your few good decisions, survive the rest.
You got it. It's about asymmetry.
Okay, so we've covered mindset, patience, survival. What does Housel say is the ultimate point of having money? What's its highest reward?
Freedom. Simple as that. The control over your own time.
Yeah, that resonates. He mentions research by a psychologist, Angus Campbell.
Yes. Campbell found that having a strong sense of controlling your life is like the most dependable predictor of happiness, more than salary, house size, anything else.
Having choices.
Exactly. Money buys that control. It means you can, take time off if you're sick without panicking, choose work that actually means something to you, maybe even if it pays a bit less, handle an emergency without financial ruin.
Yeah, that control is huge. He shares his own story, right?
Yeah.
About an internship.
Yeah, a high-paying investment banking internship. Sounds great on paper.
What?
But he had zero control over his time, worked insane hours, weekends, and he was miserable.
It proved that point perfectly. Doing something you love on a schedule you can't control can feel the same as doing something you hate.
Powerful stuff.
Ah.
Control over your time is the real dividend money pays.
So wrapping this all up, the big takeaway from this deep dive into the psychology of money seems pretty clear. Financial wisdom, it's less about complex math.
Much less. And much more about understanding ourselves, our biases, our behaviors.
Yeah, building resilience, being patient, and just keeping perspective on what actually matters in life beyond the numbers.
It really does reframe what being good with money truly means.
Definitely. So maybe a final thought for everyone listening to chew on.
Okay.
How are you actively using your money right now, not just to chase the next dollar, but to actually buy back your own time, to increase your personal freedom? Something to think about.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Life Lessons for more inspiring content.